How different is the mindset going in knowing that you're starting and running this offense?
It's not too different. It's just being more aggressive. Unfortunately tonight we didn't really hit many of our good look from threes, which obviously hurts, especially in the modern day NBA. You got to hit threes to really win games, and we shot I thought good shots, but just really short tonight.
Is that a product of, do you think, the late arrival last night?
Obviously, like sleep plays a part in fatigue. You get in at like 4:30, so it's not easy, but it's also not an excuse. So you got to find ways to win, and so that's the disappointing part of it. But you learn from it, you grow from it, and you move on.
You've been in these situations before. I mean, you now are part of the rotation, but for the guys who aren't usually, how much pressure and do you have to try to not put too much pressure on yourself in this situation?
Try not to put pressure at all. You allow your work to show and ready for the moment. I thought some guys did a really good job tonight. We'll have another 2 good opportunities coming up, so it's really good for them.
Who stood out to you?
I thought our bigs played really well in the paint at times. Like Luke and Nemi did a great job. Miles came in and he had some good energy, hit 2 threes. Overall everybody had good energy. Now it's, like I said, it's tough. Sometimes you have lackadaisical moments, and I think that just comes from mental fatigue. And so, yeah.
Do you think a certain level of responsibility in these kinds of games, like seeing that everybody's going to be out, like as someone who is usually in the rotation?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, it's a leadership jump. So, you got to kind of lead the group, making sure everybody's involved, making sure everybody's playing the right way. So maybe I didn't do the best job of that tonight. I thought there are certain times I let the game kind of get out of control, and they went on runs when you need a bucket or you need to stop and stuff like that. So some of those is on me for sure.
And with these games, the standings are solidified, but do you feel like it's good learning opportunities for you as far as moving?
100%. I definitely look at this as a learning opportunity because I'm always trying to grow and always looking to take the next step and stuff like that. So these moments is crucial. You learn how to affect the game in a different position, and like I said, you just learn from it and grow and keep moving.
Over the next 10 days to obviously start practicing, but just to get rest, like you said, these guys are tired. What do you do over the next stretch to make sure you're ready for game?
Well, I feel like the first beginning of the week, you're definitely focused on recovery. You're getting your bodies right and stuff like that, and then you'll practice. You start game planning. Obviously, we'll have some live stuff, get some live reps and stuff, and be ready for that opening playoff series. But most importantly, it's just getting your bodies fully recovered. I mean, it's been a long season. We didn't have much of an off season, so anytime you take little breaks, you got to take them and fully recover.
I think you've only been listed with one thing, like a hip strain. How do you feel physically going into the playoffs?
I feel good. The hip strain's pretty much gone now, so that was the only thing this year that bugged me a little bit. But for me, I'm a little fatigued right at this moment, but get some sleep tomorrow and be ready to go.
Obviously, the Magic are a team that you could play in the first round. Tonight's game, they had basically everyone that they were going to have for the series available. Do you take anything from this game that you could potentially use in that first round?
Yeah, they're big in the interior. They have a lot of long players, so I feel like you got to push the pace against them. You can't really play in the half court necessarily. Now, obviously, we didn't have our full personnel, so there's certain people that can take advantage of that. But I think you got to really push the pace, and you got to focus on rebounding.
Presented by your New England Ford dealers.